Hello, sinners. It is I, Father Evil, and I invite you to Destination Station on YouTube.
Bagels and go to Destination Station. This buddy is the bomb.
Yep.
Love it.
Yep.
Fucking A.
Yep.
I had to say that for a reason.
Freddie, take that, motherfucker.
All right. Okay. Fuck you. Yeah.
Jamie Kennedy. Subscribe to my man, Destination Station, right now if you want the best content.
What's up? What's up, people? How have y'all been? I have missed y'all so much. I am so glad to be back, and I'm surprised to see so many of y'all already in the chat chatting it up. Wow, that means a lot. You know, I was looking at the chat right before we went live, and I was like, wow, okay, I'm actually going to have some people here. It's good to know. I love you all. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and being patient. I have been MIA for a minute, and you know, it's just been far too long. I'm gonna give y'all some updates on the channel tonight. Want to talk some horror, some Scream, and also like a recap of Texas Frightmare that I had a couple weeks ago. Been meaning to chat with y'all about that. Some of y'all are really close to me. Y'all are on my Facebook, or you know, we stay in contact every single day. And y'all probably seen some of these pictures, but I am going to share it with the rest of the fam tonight. And changing up some things, changing up the mood, changing up a lot of stuff on the channel coming up. Hopefully this music isn't too loud. Let me know in the comment section. It sounds all right. I can bring it down. I'm just trying to set the mood, you know. I thought this was kind of just like a creepy little, you know, song, you know, that I added. But yeah. YouTube has been an uphill battle. Some of y'all already know, and you know what I'm talking about. You know, they demonetized me over the pool. I appealed it. They didn't accept my appeal, and then I had to wait like 3 months to reapply. But also, I've been really tied down with work, vacations, birthdays, and family coming into town. It's just been one thing after another, and yeah. So I think it's time. I think it's time for a comeback. Got a couple announcements tonight too. Going to be starting a podcast. We'll get into that later on. So I'll give you more news on that. Been working on that for the last couple of days. So yeah. Let's see here. We're going to get to the chat. Let's see. We're going to start from the beginning. Also, thank you so much for being here. I know I already said that, but share this anywhere and everywhere that you can. It helps out the channel a lot. I'm going to have to get back in the routine of that algorithm, and everyone knows how much of a pain that is to kind of like get that going. So that's where y'all come in. Share it, like it, smash this like button. Have other people come to this stream, and let's get this algorithm going, because YouTube is a greedy bastard. All right. It's one greedy bastard, and I feel like they look for reasons to demonetize content creators. So let's hope that we're over that battle, and we're just smooth sailing now. So yeah. Let's see who's in the chat right now. Let's get to the chat. Also, you know, super chats do go to the front of the line. It's not necessary, but it might be a while till I get to you. Just throwing that out there. I try to give everybody their shine, because you're all family, and I try not to leave anybody out. And I got some moderators here too. So if you do give out any new spoilers to any other horror movies out there right now. No spoilers. I haven't seen The Boogeyman yet. I'm looking forward to that. I've seen some other movies, but for some reason, I just didn't get around to seeing it yet. But I plan on seeing it sometime by the end of the weekend. But no spoilers on that. And if you are trolling the chat, my moderators, I call them my hashtag digital bouncers, they will kick y'all troll ass out of this stream. All right, so don't play with them because they don't play. Homies don't play. All right, we got Kirsten Marie. I'll be late to this. I have missed these lives and you. Oh, Kirsten, thank you so much. That's fine. Just be here when you can. And I miss you too. I miss every one of y'all. I'm so glad to be back. It's been far, far too long. Thank you, Kirsten. Don't know if you've made it back yet or not, but that's really sweet of you. Denisha. Hey, Destin. What's up, Denisha? What is going on, girl? Hell yeah. Let's see here. We got That Sounded Scary in the house. Happy Friday, my brother. Glad to have you back. I'm glad to be back, man. Glad to be back. I hope all is well with you. The General, Val. What is up, Val? Missed you too. So glad that you're here. So glad that you're here. And Jen, look, Jen's here too. Hi, y'all. I am so happy to have you back, Destiny. Thank you, Jen. I'm happy to be back, and I'm happy to see all y'all and play catch up. This is going to be more of a laid back stream. There's not really like a certain topic except for like Texas Frightmare and a little bit of updates, but it's more about just catching up with y'all and just trying to get back in the routine. So yeah, awesome, good to see you. Dominic's in the house. What is up? Oh, we already got a super chat. Whoa, this jumped on me. I forget about StreamYard. It will jump on you. The Bearded Entertainment with a $5 super chat. So you coming to Monster Mania 57 Pennsylvania to hang out with Marcus and me? I think so, man. I think so. I know you sent me that link. Send it to me again. Send it to me in a message or on text or something like that, and I will definitely look into it. I will definitely do my best to be there because that would be awesome. Me and Marcus, we hung out at Texas Frightmare a couple weeks ago. He came down here to Dallas. Had a really good time. So yeah, I definitely want to check that out. It sounds like a blast. There's a I know you said like the cast of Scream's going to be there again. I've gotten all my pictures. I'm just ready to start getting a lot of signatures, so yeah, that's probably what I'm going to mainly focus on. But yeah, dude. Yeah. I'm about 90%. So yeah, I just need some dates and times and I'll make it happen. All right. It's been a long time, brother. I can't wait to hang out with you too, man. Thank you so much, Bearded, for the $5 super chat. Super nice of you. And to kick things off, should we give our brother Eric a video? Bearded, what do you want to see? What do I think that Bearded would want to see? We'll just start it off. And I am going to get some extra clips. Y'all probably remember how goofy my clips are, but this is what I'm working with tonight. So 3, 2, 1. Here you go. That gets me every time. It's like that was like implanted in my brain the first time I saw it. I think it was in like the trailer of the movie Strange Wilderness. And I just thought about it all the time. I don't know. It occupies my brain way too much. Bearded, thank you again for that $5 super chat. And I'll be looking out for that link because I definitely want to come out there and hang out with y'all. Sounds like a really great time. Okay. All right. Back to the top, like we never stop. Wow, here we go. Hell yeah. Denisha, hey Destin, we never accept you out forever, buddy. No, I'm not going forever. It's see you later, It's not goodbye, it's see you later. I guess you could say. It's just been really too long. I can't believe that it's been this long. Like I was looking at like some videos and I've dropped some here and there and done some shorts, you know, like some movie reviews coming out of the theater, straight out of the theater reactions and stuff. And I'm just like, wow, like time has flown. I have been swamped with work. I'm still not like technically out of training, which is crazy, but yeah, it's definitely gotten a lot easier. And I feel like I can maintain more, you know. I was having way too many irons in the fire, if you know what I mean. Dominic Zazum. Wow, dude, great to see you back at it. Yeah, thank you so much. Glad to see you here. What's been going on with everybody? What's new? Has anyone seen The Boogeyman? Don't give me any spoilers. No spoilers in the chat or anything, but is it good? Because I was hearing it was good for a PG-13 movie, and then I was hearing some stuff like it's not that great, but I know it's like based off of a short story of Stephen King, and that's always a plus. But I remember like the last Boogeyman movie or whatever was not that great. So I'm just kind of like, should I wait or should I go to the theaters to see it? Wow, yay, Dessa is back. Hell to the yeah. Zim says we are here with us through thick and thin. Hell yeah, that's what I want to hear. Nice. Yeah. I can turn it down just a bit if it's too loud, Val. My bad. I should have seen that message a minute ago. Here, I'll bring it down to about 15. Is that all right? Is that comfortable? I don't want to blow anybody's lobes. Anybody remember what's his name? From Encino Man, Pauly Shore, when he was like had his earbuds in and he was like dancing and stuff, and like Sean Astin was like he's like what was his name, Weasel or something like that, and he was just like, and he couldn't hear him, and he was just like in his own little world just dancing, and he comes and like yanks it out and he's like, ow, my lobes. I don't know, I like dumb comedies. Don't judge me. Val, hopefully that's more comfortable. Let me know in the chat. Dominic says, noticed Evil Ash on your background. Hell yeah. Yeah, I added some more people on here and stuff. So I was just like, I need to, because actually I lost a lot of my images and stuff like that, because like I like rebooted my entire PC and I lost a lot of images. So I had to remake a bunch of others. So I just threw something up here for now. Hopefully you like it. Evil Dead, it does have a special place in my heart. I loved Evil Dead Rise. It's not perfect, but I don't really think there's been a bad Evil Dead movie. I think they're pretty solid, and I've been a fan of them since I was a Fredhead, since I was as young as I can remember, for real. All right, hopefully that's it. Denisha said music is fine. All right, cool. It might have moments of where it gets like loud, you know. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let me see. Or is it good now? It's pretty low in my ears now, so hopefully it's good for y'all. All right. All right. Cool. Yeah. I brought it down. All right. Mayanne is here. Hello, everyone. What's up, Mayanne? Welcome to the party. Okay, so that's good. Cool. All right. Oh, Katie, popping popcorn. What is up, Katie? How have you been? Hope all is well. Got Jamie Hart in the house. Hello. What's up, Jamie? Oh, Jamie. I'm so sorry I missed the stream for your birthday and everything. So happy belated birthday. I know I already told you happy birthday in the message and everything, but I just had in-laws in town and it was just a mess and I just couldn't make it. But I am so sorry. I'll make it up some way, somehow. And I love you. And happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. 23 looks good on you. 23 going on 30, or whatever those old sayings were, you know. But yeah, sorry I missed that stream. I'm sure it was like a really fun time. Let's see here. All right. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you. That means a lot. I'm glad to be streaming as well. Has anyone seen that new documentary of the Robert Englund story? Like, it's called like Hollywood Dreams and Nightmares or something like that. It's the Robert Englund story, kind of like how they had the Kane Hodder from To Hell and Back documentary, and it's just about his career and stuff. And I watched that the other day, and it was very, very interesting. If you haven't seen it, it's on Screenbox. I think it's like $5 a month or something like that. I think you get like 7 days free trial. So if you want to just do the free trial to watch it and then jump off, do it. It's worth it. It's about a little bit over 2-hour documentary, and it is so good. They have so many people on there throughout his career, and how he got into playing the role as Freddy, among other roles. And they even touch on how Robert Englund, I never knew this, but Robert Englund auditioned for Han Solo for the Star Wars movies. And Mark Hamill can pretty much thank Robert Englund for that role because Robert Englund brought home that script of Luke Skywalker, gave it to Mark Hamill and says, "Hey, I think you'd be good for this. You need to go do this." And Mark Hamill almost didn't even go to the audition. He did, and the rest is history. So it's just crazy how things turn out, you know. Could you see Robert Englund as Han Solo besides Harrison Ford? That'd be wild, right? Oh, man. Check out that documentary. It's so good. So good. I actually got a review coming up by the end of the weekend, talking about that and talking about, you know, just some of the some of the things. Like, you can tell that he's just such a very, very caring person. Like, he cares about everybody. He always tries to leave an impact on somebody. You can just tell that's just who he is. So definitely check it out. Let's see. What else we got here? Oh, it just jumped. Oh, Bearded. Yeah, Roger L. Jackson is going to be there. That's one person I have not met. I would love them to, like, sign my screen set in steelbooks and all that. That would be super awesome. But yeah, he didn't come to Texas Frightmare whenever the crew came last year, right? Yeah, definitely got to go. I'm crashing on the couch. I'm just kidding. Yeah, grab a vacation day. Come on out. Not quite sure. Bearded could let you know. Definitely need to check it out. Cons are so much fun, and I got some images also for, you know, like a recap for Texas Frightmare from a couple weeks ago. So I will be putting that up here in a minute. In fact, why don't we just do that now, and then I can get back to the chat. Kind of play some let's see here. I'm gonna have to get, actually I have some new scenes, but I have to format them. For some reason StreamYard won't take them. I've been trying to do that, but it's gonna take a minute. Anyways, all right, let's talk about Texas Frightmare. All right, 2023. I had a blast. I had some friends come into town. I shot him 6 times. Marcus, he flew down here, and we even met up, hung out for a couple days, and yeah, we were hanging out. I think this was like at the Green Gator, some New Orleans style restaurant. Really good food if you like spicy and New Orleans style food. It's not pricey either. It's kind of like a little hidden gem. Really cool. But yeah, it was really cool to hang out with Marcus. We were just kind of acting goofy, but definitely had a good time. It was super cool. So I actually had the opportunity to meet the man the myth, the legend, John Carpenter himself. Such a cool guy. Me and my buddy Nick, you know him as Rawhead Rex. But yeah, we were sitting there. We got to talk to him for a little bit. He was actually at the hotel bar as well, and his manager, actually, Rawhead actually got John Carpenter's manager's personal cell phone number. So that's a really good contact, right? Especially with me, like, you know, script writing and big into filmmaking and everything. And I've always wanted to make a horror movie. It's just really cool, you know, like whenever you go to these cons and stuff, you always want to try to stay in the hotel, or at least hang out in the hotel that the stars are hanging out at, you know, and it's usually the one that's closest to the event. And this was at the Westin. So yeah, Destin in the Westin. Sounds like a sitcom. But yeah, really cool. Looks like John Carpenter's like really tired. I was looking at other people's pictures. He looks exactly like that in everybody's picture. And I was just kind of like, oh, and you weren't even able to get his signature or anything like that. They had to give like this lottery thing away right before Texas Frightmare opened their doors. And you had to have VIP to even be eligible to be into that lottery. And I didn't have VIP, so I didn't get anything signed by John, which sucked. But he's a busy man. He was high demand, especially with these two guys. I don't know. Who are these guys? I don't know who they are. Can you tell me who these guys are? Nick Castle and James Jude Courtney, the original Michael Myers, and the new trilogy Michael Myers. And it was really cool set, you know, with the whole backdrop here of the Myers house. It was really cool. And, you know, didn't really get to hang out with Nick Castle. Really sweet guy, really sweet old man. James Jude Courtney, he hung out with everybody at the bar. Like, he was, you know, just talking and having a good time. Like, he was just one of the boys. And he was just, you can tell he is really enjoying these cons. Like, he's soaking it all in, feeling like a rock star. And my buddy Nick, he talks about how James Jude Courtney like kept beating him in his chest. He was like, damn, Michael Myers is tough. It was pretty funny. But yeah, super cool. This was I think this might have been our first photo we took. I can't remember. The weekend was a little bit of a blur. It was pretty wild. Also, what was going on is like right next to it is called like the Music Toyota Factory next to the convention. And when we were at the Green Gator bar, the bartender says, oh yeah, we got a band playing tonight. Because I saw them setting up the stage and everything. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Who is it? And they're like, oh, it's just some English band. I've never heard of them, but they're named Bush. And I was like, really? I was like, how old are you? Like, you don't know who Bush is? And so it's like, I was back and forth from the convention and back over to listen to Bush. It was super cool. It was like I got a 2-in-1 experience. But yeah, it was really cool. Let's see here. Got some more images right here. Got look, I'll show you some before I show you some more pictures of like celebrities. I'll show you like I thought this was really cool. The thing, this one person was like dressed up. Check this out. Look at that. That is sick. And that's one thing that I wish I would have done. I wish I would have like met more of the cast of the Thing, because they were all there except for like Kurt Russell or whatever. But yeah, that's got to be pricey. However he made that's pretty cool. It has to be like really hard to get through doorways. And yeah, I could see getting like tired in it. He looks like he's worn out in it. And here's some more images. This is my daughter with what are these things called from like Lord of the Rings or something? I can't remember. Yes, Jamie, the Bush, the band from the 90s, yes. And soundtrack of Fear, you know, and soundtrack of American Werewolf in Paris with Mouth. Yeah, that Bush. Oh, it's just some English band, right? I was like, these damn kids, they don't know nothing. I'm just kidding. But yeah, It's classic rock now. Bush is classic rock. Look at this guy. This guy did a really good cosplay right here. I'm taking this is like Negan from Walking Dead when Glenn got his head bashed in. Thought this was really cool. Here's just some cosplay of Freddy, my daughter, and Rawhead's daughter. They wanted to take a picture. Also with Jason. She was scared. She was like, I want to take a picture, but I don't know about this. But yeah, she had a good time. She had a really good time. But yeah. All right. Let's see. I don't have it on here. Wow. I did have a picture with Alex Winter from Bill and Ted. I guess I didn't put it on here. I'll try to put it on here for next stream. But yeah, I got a picture, met him, talked about that movie Freaked. I don't know if any of y'all have ever seen Freaked before with Alex Winter. It is a movie you need to see. I think it was a little bit ahead of its time. It's pretty crazy. It's got some really wild ideas. And I don't think it was like, I think it flopped. I don't think anybody knew how to accept it. And it was just I think it was just too weird for its time. But I liked it. I still like it. But I did meet Alex Winter and got a picture from the Lost Boys signed by him. Let's see here. Did meet the director and the guy who played Terrifier, Art the Clown. Yes. And these guys, they were hanging out in the hotel bar too. They were so chilled. The guy who plays Art the Clown, you would not expect it. He is just like the chillest dude. I was like, man, and he's just kind of like got a quiet demeanor to him, you know? I guess he was perfect for Art the Clown. I guess he could snap at any minute. But yeah, it was really cool. Really cool to hang out with them too. Really fun time. And one thing that I was really proud about, I was proud about all of these, but the main thing that I was really proud about was being able to hang out with the Raimi brothers for a moment, you know, and talk to them. And Sam Raimi and Ted Raimi, super awesome. It was so cool to hang out with them for just a moment, just have a conversation with them. I was telling Sam how much of a fan I am of his directing and his career, and they wanted to do this like arm wrestling thing that Ted came up with this idea to do this arm wrestling thing for the picture, and and so I was sitting there and like I guess I forgot we were supposed to be acting, but I was really like squeezing Sam's hand like really hard, and he told me, he said, "Man, we were supposed to be acting. You really hurt me." I was like, "I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. My bad." But yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool. Really, really cool guys. Really chill. Especially Ted. Ted's a hoot. Am I showing my age with that? A hoot? Did I just say that? Damn, Destin. All right. Let's get back to the chat for a minute. I do want to make some announcements. I don't know if Marcus is in here or not. He's probably working. He's usually working pretty late, but we are actually going to be launching a podcast called The Horror Hooligans. And it's going to be me and Marcus. We'll have other people on there too, but we're going to be on Spotify, on Apple. YouTube has the podcast thing now. And we're gonna do it. We're gonna launch another channel as well, and we're just gonna link it all up, and you'll be able to listen to us when you're doing your cardio, or you can watch our beautiful faces right here, whichever way you prefer. So yeah, I'm new to the whole podcast scene, but you know. I'm figuring it out. But yeah, I've been working on some intros and some logos and branding and stuff. So yeah, be looking out for that. I think Marcus has announced it a few times on his channel. So yeah, be looking out for that. We're gonna be doing the damn thing. All right. Horror Hooligans. And yeah. I feel like I'm a little rusty tonight. Am I being rusty? Like, it's like I've just been out of the game for a minute. Val says, please make sure to smash that like button. Thank you, Val. Thank you so much. Yeah, it really does help out this channel and this video, and helps out that algorithm that I was talking about earlier. It really is. I got to get that thing revved up, because I will be shuffled down to the bottom. It's until I can start just spitting these out a lot more, you know? So yeah, please smash that like button. If you're just stopping in for a moment and then you got to head out, hit that like button before you leave. It's just a simple click away. Oh, y'all haven't seen the Boogeyman yet? Popping the popcorn. I have not seen the Boogeyman. I call him the Boogie Bastard. I was gonna change like my gamer tag on Xbox and PlayStation and stuff, like the Boogie Bastard. But I think bastard is like actually a cuss word, so it won't take it. So you gotta spell it like BASTURD, and then it will take it, like bastard. I don't know. I have a weird sense of humor. Let's keep going. No spoilers of the Boogeyman. Yeah, please don't, because I'm hearing it's good, and then I'm hearing it. It kind of gives me vibes of that movie that came out a while back, Lights Out. Y'all remember that? It was like, I thought they would already made a sequel of Lights Out by now, but kind of gives me that vibe, like staying in the light, you know, and all that kind of stuff. And also like Darkness Falls. Remember that movie back in the day that was like, if you've never seen Darkness Falls, I don't know if it still holds up because it's been years since I've seen it, but I remember when it came out, it was a fun movie, and you had to stay in the light and all that kind of stuff. So that's the kind of like thing that I feel like Boogeyman is. Except this is like, it looks like from the images, it looks almost like a gremlin or something. I don't know, like just a creature. I don't know. Pauly Shore is the best. Yeah, he is. I've seen him in stand-up, met him, and he's his stand-up is pretty raunchy, I'm not gonna lie. But man, I grew up with his movies, and I'm a fan of him. You know, I always had that soft spot for him. I think he's a good actor. I think he's fun. I think he needs to reinvent himself to bring him back into mainstream. But yeah, you know. Val, I love Pauly Shore. What's up, buddy? Yep. The Weasel, wheezing the juice. No, wheezing the juice. Wheeze the juice. The ones that haven't seen this movie, y'all are probably like, what the hell are they on? I'm also working on some new brands and stuff for this channel, like some new merch and everything. Because all my merch is like from like back when my channel first started, and I need to put some fresh line of clothing on there. So yes, I remember that, Pauly Shore. Yeah. Why do I always type typos? Why did I want to say tacos? When I read that, I was almost said, why do I always type tacos? I can't read, bro. Oh, yeah. Maybe tacos are on my mind. Okay, cool. I can change up the music too if y'all are tired of this song. Did y'all like the rock music back in the day, or do y'all like the more kind of like techno and kind of like slow stuff, kind of like creepy like this? This sounds like this would be in like a early 2000s horror movie, you know, like Final Destination, or, you know, like I Know What You Did Last Summer, you know, or, well, that was the 90s, but you know what I'm saying. Dominic said they need to cast Pauly Shore in more stuff. He's such a good actor and comedian. Yeah, I agree. I think that he needs to step away from that whole that character that he's always played. I think he needs to, maybe he could do a little comedy, but I think he needs to take a serious role. And in order for him to do this, I think that maybe he definitely needs to have a smaller part in like a serious movie. And maybe but it's a pivotal part, you know, like maybe he gets killed or something, like, and that would shock audiences. Like, it'd be like, oh, we see Pauly Shore, and then like something happens to him and he gets killed, and it's like, oh, we weren't expecting that. And then people start thinking about Pauly Shore again, and then he can get into another, you know, dramatic role. He has to switch it up, you know. He needs to go into like a Quentin Tarantino movie or something. I don't know. I'm just brainstorming here. I don't know. But that's what I would tell the guy. Oh, Jamie. Okay, good deal. Good deal. Thank you for understanding. But on your next stream, invite me, because I'm ready. I'm ready to rock and roll. So yeah. I don't think I've been on your channel yet, but I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, let me know, and I'll be there. Oh, okay. You talking about the Robert Englund story? Yeah. Check it out. I've never heard of Screambox. It's Scream, like the movie Scream, but it's Screambox. Yeah, I never really heard about it either. It's actually on YouTube. You can actually subscribe to it on YouTube. That was the only way I could really find it. I couldn't find like an app or anything, and that's where I found it. And they had other horror documentaries on there too, like the It documentary. I think the Child's Play, the Jason one. So yeah, I was gonna like, you know, check a bunch of those out since I have it, but I don't think I'm gonna keep it. It's got like a lot of like old school horror on there, but most of the movies are like, I don't know, like really B grade, you know. I mean, if you're into that thing, yes, and I am in a way, but I just don't see myself paying $5 a month. I'm just gonna watch what I want to watch, and then I'm gonna get off of it. Jamie's not 50. I told you she's 23. I think my friend Darren went. He's a huge fan of Evil Dead. Yeah, I'm really curious of where they're gonna take the new Evil Dead movies. If you've seen Evil Dead Rise and how it ends and all that kind of stuff, and how the certain things they play on. I personally, I'm not gonna give away any spoilers in case you haven't seen Evil Dead Rise. I do like it, but there are some similarities that they kind of took some ideas. Not a straight ripoff, but they did take some ideas from the movie back in the day, The Gate, with Steven Dorff as a kid. If you ever seen The Gate, let me know in the comment section. Like the hole in the ground, the records, playing it backwards, all that kind of stuff. I was like, I mean, I know other movies have done it, but it was just like certain little things. I was like, this is like The Gate. And I love that movie growing up. I used to rent that movie all the time. And I think I saw The Gate 2 like once, and I don't remember it being like very memorable. I don't remember anything from it, so obviously. Let's see here. Val, Marcus was on such a high after hanging out with you, Destin. Was he really? It was a fun time. I wish we could have hung out longer, but it like Sundays are kind of like everything's kind of dying down. A lot of people are leaving, even a lot of the artists, and it was just kind of like Friday and Saturday. The Saturday is really the big day, but it was. I'm still a little tired from it. Like I went probably harder than Marcus did. Like I was there on Thursday night, me and a bunch of buddies, and we just stayed up really late every single night. And I'm realizing that I can't bounce back like I used to. So, but yeah, it was definitely a fun time. When I don't know if he's told you this or not, but like we played a joke on him. I think it was on Sunday. We were texting each other like, where you at? And he told me where he was, like in the front of the convention. And so me and one of my buddies, we were like running up on him, and I could tell he was just like, he was standing out there looking at his phone, but he set his bag down with his signed like Michael Myers picture or something that I knew he was so proud of. And so I ran up to him and I like just grabbed the bag, and then my buddy was like going like this in front of him, and he didn't know what to do. He thought he was getting robbed. And I was like, welcome to Texas. And I like acted like I was going to take off. And he's like, what? You have my heart going. I was like, dude, I'm just messing with you, dude. It was funny. I don't know. But yeah, it was definitely a lot of fun times. He said he wants to move down here. So yeah, everyone that's like visited me, they're like, oh, I gotta move there. It's so nice. I'm like, yeah, it's that's why I moved here. But yeah, I'm looking forward to going to other conventions because Texas Frightmare is like the only one I've ever been to. So I'm looking forward to going to some other ones. And getting away for a little bit. Jamie says, so cool that you met Marcus. It's so fun to meet up with you two friends. Yeah, it really is. It really is. Like last year, me and Bearded Entertainment, we met, hung out. And this year it was Marcus, and hopefully we can all get together when I go to, what is it? What's that one? No, it's not Monster Palooza. Shit. I can't always remember their names for some reason. There's just so many different crazy names. Val, oh my god. Oh my Lanta. The legend that set me on my path, my love of horror movies. Wow, John Carpenter, that's so awesome. Yeah, it was. You know, it's as brief as it really was with John. We hung out with his manager for quite some time and really got to know him and then got a personal contact with him. That was a big plus, you know. John, man, he's up there in age. I wish I could have met Wes Craven. So glad I got to meet Robert. You know, all these guys, all these horror alums are just getting up there in age, and who knows if they're gonna just stop doing cons, you know? Like, I mean, it's to a point you gotta be like, man, I can't do this no more, you know? Carpenter is awesome. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's cool. He's really chill. Val said, I can't breathe. Oh my god, Destiny, I'm so jealous. Oh, you gotta come to some of these. Rawhead got lucky. He didn't have VIP all weekend, but he met someone and they were leaving, and he bought like the VIP pass from them for like $100, but it also came with like 3 or 4 different like photo ops, which pay for themselves pretty much, because I think John Carpenter's photo op was like $150 by itself or something crazy like that. So yeah, I was kind of jealous that he got VIP again. James Jude Courtney was so awesome during Knight's interview with him. Okay, cool. Knight got James Jude Courtney on. Oh, I need to watch that. That could have been something I could have brought up to him. Sparked like a really good conversation. Hey, I didn't get a picture with her, but I did hang out with the girl who plays the nun in the Conjuring movies. Had a few drinks with her. I just kind of like went up to her and I was like, hey, are you going to play the nun in the Nun 2? Like that. I was like, that was the stupidest shit I could have ever said. Just like, and she's like, who the hell else is going to play it? And she's like, this son of a bitch. She's so cool. She kind of scares me a little bit. I'm just like, but she's so cool though. She is down to earth. She is fun. She likes to drink, that's for sure. But she is all out, like just, she's one of those that center of attention, being loud in front of everybody. Like she's just got that charisma. She's cool. Jamie said, Bush, that band from the 90s. Yeah, that band from the 90s. Yep. It was really cool. It was really cool. How you say Sauron from Lord of the Rings? Sauron. I don't know how you say that. Did you meet Gavin's asshole brother? Who? Who the hell is Gavin? Who is your daddy and what does he do? What movie is that from? Bush is one of my favorite bands from the 90s. Those were my mid-20s good old days. Yeah, Bush was definitely awesome. Sets a vibe. Cosplay is amazing at horror conventions. Yeah, they are. They're really good. They were really good this year. And this one was like in a different type of convention center. So they had a lot more vendors. Like it was so cool. And then like it was like 4 or 5 different levels, and they had like everything on different levels. So it wasn't like you were just like jam packed in one room or 2 rooms like the last few years have been. It was really well like set up. What am I trying to say? You had some breathing room. Let's just say that. Jamie said Alex Winter is awesome. He liked one of my tweets once. That's cool. Yeah, he's a really chill dude. Really chill dude. Really cool. That's a dude I could have a beer with. Thank you, Val. Thank you so much. Jamie said, oh my God, you're living my dream. I love the Raimis. Raimis are so cool. Yeah, they really are. It was kind of crazy, you know. Like I was like, it was like I was almost not that excited for this year because last year's was just such a high with the whole Wes Craven theme with Nightmare on Elm Street and Scream and Child's Play, and you know, it was just so much, and then this one I was like, yeah, I'm excited for the Halloween stuff, and then when they start throwing in Evil Dead, and I was like, oh, now I'm on. Like I'm a little bit more excited. So yeah. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you. You got to come check it out. You got to come check out Texas Frightmare. Let's see here. Oh, we got a super chat in the house. Super chats do go to the front of the line. So I will get back to the chat in a second, but it is from my good buddy That Sounded Scary with a $5 super chat saying, glad to have you back, Destin, but got to go to bed, got a double tomorrow. Hey man, you make that money, bro. You make that money, dude. I understand. Sleep is, cherish your sleep, for real. Like, I used to work nights, and I used to do, 2 jobs, almost 3 jobs at one point, and I could just go. I could just like bounce back so easy. Now, I feel like I'm catching up on all that sleep that I lost years ago, and I'm still not caught up. I'm just always, I could just stay in bed all day. If I didn't have any like responsibilities, I would probably sleep in the bed for like 2-3 days straight and not get up. I know that's crazy, but that's how tired I am sometimes. Thank you, man, for that $5 super chat. I'm gonna give you a video to send you out. Let's see. What do you think That Sounded Scary would like to hear? I think we should go with.
Why did you get to do that? Okay, Cooker, you need. Is that a thong you're wearing? What the fuck you say? You have a thong on? Yeah, I'm wearing a thong. I'll get a sleeping bag.
Hope you like that. Have a good night, brother. Glad things are going well for you too, man. Always feel blessed having a job. That's all I got to say, because there's some people out there that don't have jobs or can't get jobs, So, hell yeah. All right. Back to the chat. You know what? I'm going to change this song up. Or do y'all want no music? Let's see here. I kind of like the music. Here, I got a few other ones here. How you like that? Sounds like something that would be in Scream 6 or something.
Can I ask you, was it something I did?
There we go. Is that low enough? I hope it is. Okay. Where was I? Oh wow, this thing just jumped on me. Let me scroll up, damn it. It pisses me off. Like, I'm scrolling up to get back to the chat to where we were, and then the thing will just jump on me and take me all the way back down. Oh, okay. Marcus is working tonight. Yeah. Jamie says Horror Hooligans is a great name. I thought so too. We threw back with each other like a bunch of names, and we were just like, oh, I like that. Ooh, I like that. But it's gotta be right. It has to like roll off the tongue right. I'm always like, I don't know. I'm always like trying to be really creative in those type of areas. It's just the way I've always been, and Horror Hooligans just sounds right, does it not? I don't know. But thank you, Jamie. I hope it all goes well. I hope to see you all over there. I will definitely put links down and everything, and I will bring all of y'all over there. And because we're gonna need some moderators for sure, and we need our fam. And it's y'all. It's all of y'all that's gonna help us launch that channel and share it and get some momentum and get the algorithm going. So yeah, it's coming very, very soon. Still working on some stuff because I want it to be right when we launch. And we're gonna do all kinds of stuff. It's gonna be Scream, Halloween, everything in between. Like we're gonna talk about all types of horror, but we're also gonna do like games and stuff. And I had this idea of a whodunit stream, having other content creators on it and stuff. And I might do that on this channel too, but I want to start integrating like trivias and games and all that kind of stuff, and movie versus like Scream versus I Know What You Did Last Summer, or like one slasher versus the other, or one supernatural movie versus The Conjuring versus House on Haunted Hill, stuff like that and we would both give our points and everything. We'll take our points from y'all and we'll just break it down and see which one's the superior movie and which one wins. So if that's something that y'all would be interested in, be looking out for that Horror Hooligans podcast. It's going to be humorous too. We've already said that we're going to make it funny. And there I might let a little bit more loose than here. It might be you might see a different side of me. I don't know what the hell you talking about, Desmond. I have no idea. Scott Walker's in the house. Welcome back, Destination Station. I've missed you so much. I got several things that I want to ask you and tell you about when Truth went to see Scream 6 and things about 7. Want to ask you. Yeah, man. Ask away. I will get to you as soon as I can, buddy. But super chats do go to the front of the line. If it takes a while for me to get to your questions, I am sorry. But yeah, ask away. I'm ready to talk about some. I've seen Scream 6 so many times since it came out. So yeah, we can talk about it. Denisha, yes, new go and listen podcast on doing workouts. Thanks to heck yeah. And that's the thing. I just want it to be to where it's like you can listen to it anywhere, And I'm still trying to figure out this whole podcast thing that YouTube has launched and how it all integrates and everything. So I think it's going to be super fun. Jamie says Darkness Falls is underrated. I think so too. I had a lot of fun with that movie. It is a movie that's like, ooh, it's really good. And then you watch it again and then it's like, all right, I can take some time from not watching it again. I'm wondering how well it holds up now compared to all the horror movies we have out now. But it was very creative when it came out. It was very creative. I thought it was so cool. And it was creepy. And I think it was a PG. Was it? Am I wrong? Was it rated R? I think it was PG-13. I think there was one PG-13 horror movie that actually kind of worked. That and The Ring. Wasn't The Ring PG? Yeah. I don't know. Shit. Yeah, ideas and theories. Yep, ask away, buddy. Yes, merch, I'll buy. Yeah, I do have a link to my original merch down below. It's got like the 4 West shirts and 4 Deaths and 4 West and my moderator shirts and stuff like that. It's still on there, and some coffee cups. And some hoodies and stuff, but I am going to come out with some new images. So yeah, all the links are in the description below. That's because you're too used to reading my typos. Yeah. Man, I still want some tacos though, man. I just want some tacos. Let's see. Hold on, my phone is going off. Let me silence this. All right. Absolutely, Des. I'll send you a link for the next time you have an open invitation. I wish I wasn't 50. Thank you so much. And I promise you, it's just so hard to believe. I just don't believe it. I gotta see proof, honestly, because I just don't believe it. But yeah, you're aging well. Let's say that. But yeah, I definitely need to come on your streams, and that'll be a lot of fun. I know Craven's been trying to get me on his streams too lately, and I just haven't been able to do it. Like I've just been so busy. We stay in contact and talk all the time, but I just haven't been able to find time to do any streams lately. Jamie says, I saw The Gate at the theater. Oh, I bet you that would have been crazy. That would have been crazy, Jamie. I think you told me that one time, maybe on one of the other streams. I can't remember, but that's cool. That's really cool. A lot of people don't realize that that's Steven Dorff as a kid. It's crazy. The Gate is a great movie. Do y'all remember that moment in The Gate? Do y'all remember that moment in The Gate where that zombie-like dead guy falls out the side of the wall, and he's hanging over, and he's not moving, but then he comes to life, and he picks up one of the kids and walks into the wall, and the wall reappears to where the other kid couldn't get to him. That did something to me whenever I was a kid. That's a PG-13 horror movie that actually works, in my opinion. That movie, if that movie was made today, the only thing that I would change about that movie is some of those little bitty creatures, making them more vicious. If they look different than what they were, which I kind of like it, it's kind of nostalgic for me. I think it kind of works. But if they made a remake of The Gate or something like that, they need to make those little creatures more menacing and more scary, because it's they got this whole tension factor, and then when this little guy just comes out, this little baby E.T., you're kind of like, huh, that's a demon. Are you sure? I'm gonna kick this thing. Anyways, but there are some other creepy moments in it. It's definitely one of those movies that's got a good feel about it, like a creepy feel to it, I know he's already gone, but I think they should kill Tara in the opening of Scream 7. Why push Sam to her final girl role? Yeah, a lot of people's been speculating about that, and we can talk about this. I've talked about it before, but they got to do something with Jenna. Either she's gonna have to take a back seat a little bit, and she's gonna have a lot less screen time, or she could show up near the end to help Sam. Maybe now Sam has let her go and Tara's gone, but now Tara has to come back to help Sam. And maybe they could bring Jenna back to play that role. And she come back near the end, kind of like how Sydney does in Scream 3. They could do something like that, where the sisters come back and reunite. Now, it is very interesting if the movie starts off with a bang and has Tara get a phone call at the beginning of Scream 5, and it's Ghostface is I'm here to finish the job. You're not going to live through this one. And then Sam does snap. Or if that happens somewhere in the middle of the movie and that makes Sam snap, like maybe Sam was like, hey, you need to be with me. This is going on again. She's like, I'm miles and miles away, and I'm okay. I'm not even there. And then Jenna didn't listen to her sister, and Jenna gets killed, and that sends Sam over. They could do something like that, or she could just sit, take a back seat and have one little cameo scene where they're talking on the phone or something, and then reappear in a later movie, or whatever, because she's about to have no time on her hand. She probably already does. She's got the Beetlejuice coming out. She's got another season of Wednesday. I've heard Disney has approached her for some role. It's rumored that it's an X-Men role. So yeah, they're all the studios are trying to get her right now. Val says he was messaging me on Instagram when y'all did that to him. Oh, that's funny. That is super funny. Yeah, I was like, oh, I felt bad after I did that. I was like, oh, I scared him a little too much. Mega Giants 89's in the house. Good evening, everyone. What's up, Mega Giants? She's already to final girl to me. Yep. A final girl. Now I'm doing typos. Tacos. Let's see here. What's up, Mega? Let's see here. I'm not trying to skip over anybody, I promise. Scott, you learned something. Marcus and Craving Something Scary got me to love Scream again. Hadn't watched the Scream movies for a long time until I met you guys. He's going in to love them again. Thank you. Yeah, I'm glad we could bring that spark back to you about these Scream movies, because they were really ahead of their time. Some people, a lot of people really like the first one. But everyone's like, oh, it got too goofy as it goes. But now they're kind of getting more on that serious note, and I think it's a perfect time to come back, because so many places are doing whodunits, so it's crazy. It really is. But I'm glad they could bring back that spark to you, man, because Scream movies are really a love letter to horror fans, the way I've always looked at it. Scream is like my all-time favorite movie. That next to probably Wes Craven's New Nightmare. I really like Wes Craven's New Nightmare. I like the original Nightmare on Elm Street, big Fred head, Evil Dead 2, love it. Halloween, these are all, I like Friday the 13th as well. But there's a certain type of touch that Wes Craven did to his movies that just resonated with me. I was just like, man, he knows how to direct a horror movie. You pronounce Sauron perfectly. Sauron. I sound like Optimus Prime. Autobots. Actually, I went and saw the Transformers movies today with my kid, my 5-year-old. He's actually about to turn 6 next week. But yeah, he's been wanting to see Transformers. He's never even seen any of the other ones, but he's been seeing this trailer every day. And I'm not the biggest Transformers fan. So we went and saw it, and I actually thought it was really good. I was really surprised. I was like, why is this this good? It's got a really crazy ending. It really does. It's got where they're trying to set it up and go. I was kind of like, that could work. It's crazy that Dom Toretto and Fast and the Furious crew comes into a Transformers movie. That's crazy, isn't it? They're blending those two worlds. I just blew y'all's mind, didn't I? I am only kidding. That is not a spoiler. That does not happen. Oh. But I wouldn't be surprised if they do something like that. Y'all are all probably sitting here like, what the hell? He says no spoilers. Put all the hate in the comment section now. It's Bush song. Gavin is there singing. Oh, yeah. Of course. I just know him as Bush. Jamie said kindergarten cop. Yep. Jamie, you know your stuff. Who is your daddy and what does he do? It's not a tumor. It could be a tumor. It's not a tumor. There will be a lot of typos. Tippos. Gavin Rosdale, he was married to Gwen Stefani. He was also in Constantine. Oh, he was in Constantine? Like the movie or the show? I've never seen the show. Yeah, I knew all that. I just forgot it. I forgot. That's what happens when you get my age. your brain doesn't work as good as it used to. But yeah. Now that you say that, I did not know he was in Constantine though. I do want to rewatch Constantine. That is such an underrated movie. I want, and Keanu Reeves wants to come back and play Constantine. Like, that's like a passion project for him. Like, he wants that to work. Mega Giants 89 Destination Station. Are you excited for Insidious: The Red Door next month? I think I am. I'm usually not the biggest Insidious fan. I've always found them kind of overrated a little bit. I like the Conjuring movies more. And not the spin-off of the Conjuring movies. I'm talking about the actual Conjuring movies. I even kind of enjoyed 3. But Insidious movies, I don't know if I've seen them all. I think I've seen like the first 2, and then I watched that one, The Skeleton Key. Was it The Skeleton? Is that right, or was that a different movie? There is a movie called The Skeleton Key, but wasn't there one that was like Insidious, The Key, or something like that? I did go see that one. That one was all right, you know. They just never really scared me. But this one looks really good. I'm definitely gonna give it a go. I think it feels like it's gonna like touch on a lot of stuff from the first one. So I'm curious to see where it's gonna go. And I think Patrick Wilson's actually directing this one. So excited about that. I hope he's a good director. All right, yo, these the lyrics. Los Angeles, find my that sounds scary. You're the best, Des. Good night, buddy. Get some rest. Wow, wasn't expecting that. Wow, yeah, sorry. That's what you get when you come to Destination Station. That's what you get. Scott says, play the Scream music. I don't have that on here. I'm afraid I might get copyright on here. This was kind of like music that I found that was kind of like that you could use, you know, at least for YouTube and stuff. So I just added it to StreamYard. But I'll try to find some stuff that's similar to like the Scream score and stuff like that. Yeah, what she said. Jen says, I have to say goodnight as well. It has been a long day. Good night, Jen. Thank you for stopping by. I really, really appreciate you. Good to see you. We're going to start doing these every Friday night again. This is going to be we're going to 10 p.m. Central. We're going to be doing this. We're back, baby. We are back. Back with a bang. Something like that. Everybody be cool. You be cool. What movie is that from? Rubber Baby Buggy Bumpers. What she said. Jamie Hart says, speaking of moderators, I made you a mod on my channel, Des. I hope you don't mind. Absolutely. Hell yeah. I'm glad you did. Thank you. Thank you. Absolutely. I need to make you a mod on my channel. Let me see if I can do that real quick. I thought I already did. Oh, they have some new stuff. Here we go. All right. I have just made you a mod, Jamie. I don't know if you'll get like a notification or how that really works on your end, but on my end, you're good to go. Trivia is my jam. Yeah, Jamie, trivia is your jam because you kick my ass in it every time. I thought I was going to have y'all, and here comes Jamie just owning me. But yeah, trivia is a lot of fun. It is. I got this new game. I think it's got some horror in it, but it's a bunch of movies. It's a bunch of different genres. And I haven't even opened it yet, but I got it like Books a Million or something like that. And I was like, oh, I could probably do this on the channel. We might do it on Horror Hooligans podcast. We'll see. We will see. Scott says, how cool will it be if you, Craven Something Scary, Marcus, Bitter Entertainment do a live stream at the Stew House that happens. I hope the owners of the house that you guys do it. That would be awesome. We have talked and joked around about we should, book that house because it is an Airbnb, and it's probably years in advance to be able to stay there. But just book it now. We'll be looking forward to it, and we all do a road trip to that house, and we make some content for y'all there. I think that would be super awesome. Do a live stream there too. Maybe like a walk around, live stream. Maybe we could play a whodunit game while we're there. Ooh, that would be so fun. I'll bring my Scream costume. It'll be a lot of fun. I wish they'd make a Scream game, like an online game where like every time you play, a random person is the killer, and there's like certain parts where you have to do horror movie trivia, and if you get it wrong, then you get like a chased by Ghostface or something, or maybe Ghostface can see where you're at and you got to outrun them. I don't know. There's so many cool ideas you could do with that, and I think it probably will happen with Friday 13th game. Now they're making a new Friday the 13th game, and they got the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game out. They got the Evil Dead game out. They got Dead by Daylight. They got the Quarry. Looking forward to it. Val says, Jamie, should we tell Destin what us ladies are putting together? Well, you already sparked my curiosity. What is it? Maybe you already put it in here. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Yeah, Val, tell him about the Gunline Boss. What movie is that from? Watch, I bet you Jamie's gonna get like every one of these. Scott Walker says, when Ethan attacked Kirby and says, recognize this, he stabbed her in the exact same place where Charlie Walker stabs her and was using Charlie's knife. Yeah, I think that was just a fun little Easter egg. Well, not even like an Easter egg, but it's just kind of like, I don't think it's any significance. I just think that it's just kind of like, Ethan knew what happened to her, and it's just kind of like he did have Charlie's knife. So it was just kind of like, remember this, like that was Ethan's character. He was just wacky. I really didn't want Ethan to be the killer. I felt like that was like kind of a cop out. Yeah, Jamie, we got to see proof. When Trish and I went to see Scream 6, we were the only two people in the theater. It was cool. It was scary. It was sometimes they had a paid actor to dress up as Ghostface, but he didn't appear this time. Cool. I remember seeing Scream 2 in the theaters whenever I was younger. And I was like, everybody else that was there, I think most of my friends that we all went to see Scream 2 when it came out because it was the horror movie. And not a lot of people saw Scream 1, especially at my age group. And it was kind of like Scream 2 was like their introduction. And I was sitting there and I was just like, oh, I'm so ready for this movie. I've been waiting to see this. And then a guy in a Scream costume would run up and down the aisles, just kind of, it wasn't as extreme as like the opening of Scream 2 with all the ghost faces all over the theater. But yeah, I like it when they do stuff like that. They should do that with like a Halloween movie where someone just walks in real slow and kind of like walks up the stairs real slow and just kind of looks at different people in the crowd. Michael Myers don't say anything, That I think that'd be cool. James says, who admits to being 50? Me. Let's see. I think Scream 7 is going to be a two-part. At the end of part 1, we see Stu's house. We see a figure looking at the house. He takes off the hoodie and it's Stu and he says it's time. And I'm in black. Probably not that. I know you meant back. I think I'd cry if they killed Tara. I think I would too, but I think we need a crying moment. And I don't know if Tara's the one to give us that. We almost had it with Chad. But then that was kind of a cop out, but we need that we need that moment, you know. And I really think we're gonna get it pretty soon in Scream 7. Because Scream 6 was just like, oh, you think they're gonna die? They didn't die. Oh, you think they're gonna die? They didn't die. Oh, you think they're gonna die? They didn't die. Kind of like what they did with Gail. They did that with Chad. They did that with Mindy. They did that with who else? Kirby, maybe. It was just like, does anybody die? When did this movie become Fast and the Furious? Even though I like Fast and the Furious to some degree, some of them are better than others, but I don't want it in my Scream movies. Destin, speaking of podcasts, Jamie, me, Carrie, Katie, Polar, Jennifer, and Sarah are putting together a podcast. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Is it going to be called... do y'all have a name? Do y'all have a name? If not, I can help with names. How about the Tipsy Chicks? I don't know. Y'all could be drinking while you're on the podcast and just be goofy. I don't know. That's going to be super awesome. I'm definitely going to be listening to that. That is awesome. Y'all have all gotten together and y'all are going to do this. That's going to be so cool. Hell yeah. Congratulations. Like, that's awesome that y'all are doing that too. That's super awesome. I can't wait to see when do you think this will be launched? Are y'all in the process of making it now? Do y'all have like a time frame or anything? Like, wow, that is so awesome. Hell yeah. We'll have to be guests on each other's podcasts. You think people will come to see us? Oh, what just happened? This just jumped on me again. Scott says Trish and I had a very, very sad event that happened. Her grandmother passed away. It was very upsetting. I'm so sorry, Scott. I know when losing someone, my thoughts and prayers are with y'all. Seriously, very sorry to hear that, man. I know that's tough. It's never easy to lose a loved one, especially one that's really close to you. Scott says, what are the chances we will see more werewolf movies in the future? I hope so. We need it. We need some really clever, good effects. I want, like, you can do some CGI, but I want it to be practical. You could even do it as like a whodunit, like a werewolf whodunit type of movie. Like, I think that would be kind of cool. I actually liked that movie, The Wolfman, that they made with like Benicio del Toro. I liked that. I need to rewatch it. I hope it holds up and everything. But I remember being like, what's the hate for this movie? Maybe it's not exactly like the original or anything, but I don't think it needs to be. I think it's pretty damn good. So yeah. We need more werewolf movies for sure. I'm actually, all right. I'm almost done with my script called Shots, and it's a whodunit. And it's kind of like a horror I'd say suspense comedy, not horror. But it's a whodunit, and I've already got my idea of what I'm gonna write next, and it's gonna be, and I'm not taking full credit for this because I know that Wes Craven, before he passed, he had this idea to have this movie about a vampire, a werewolf, and a zombie going on a road trip together. That was kind of like the concept. I think it was going to be like a horror comedy type deal. This one is more about it's a vampire, it's a werewolf, and it's a zombie, but they're roommates. And the world, it's kind of like it's a very low setting. It's not like we're all over the place with this movie, but it is built to where it's like your neighbor is also werewolves, and the people across the street, like all your neighbors, like monsters live among the humans, and now humans are like the minority, and it's kind of like the monsters like have realized that they've just like taken over, and this is like, in the near future. But these three guys, the werewolf, the zombie, and the vampire, they don't want anything to do with that type of lifestyle. They don't want to hunt. They don't want to kill people. They don't want to do the survival thing, you know, like they're just kind of like stoners, and they're lazy and they don't want to get up or do anything. They're just kind of lazy, kind of like, think of the movie like Friday or something, you know, just hanging out. And the movie's going to be called, it's going to be more of a comedy, but it is going to be bloody. But it's called Deadbeats. That's the title. I'm sticking with it. Deadbeats. It's a play on words. You see what I'm saying? It's going to be like, there's some comedy in my script, the shot for shots, but I'm going to go really crazy, zany comedy and Deadbeats. Let me know if that sounds interesting. Let's see, where was I? Mega Giants 89 says Destination Station, better movie, Halloween 2 or Friday the 13th Part 2? Ooh, that is tough. Both are very good, but I have to give it. Hate to do it, but it's a very special place in my heart. Halloween 2, because I think I watched Halloween when I was younger. I think I watched Halloween 2 more than I did Halloween, just because it was like the one that was mainly on, you know, and it was just the one that it was probably the one I was like introduced to Michael with. It was probably later on that I watched the original Halloween and found respect for the original. But Halloween 2, I just still to this day, I still like it. I think it's a fun movie. I love the way it starts out. It's just really good. Friday the 13th Part 2 is good too, but I gotta give it to my boy Myers. Scott Walker says, I heard on the internet they do another American Werewolf movie. It's called An American Werewolf in Rome. Can you check it out for me? I've not heard about that, but I will definitely look into it, and I will have you an answer. But I don't believe everything you hear on the internet. I'm not saying it isn't true. I feel like that would be all over like Bloody Disgusting or something, you know, like all over a bunch of like horror groups that I'm on. You know, usually they're just like, oh, they're making another American Werewolf movie. So, why is it always American Werewolf? Why can't it be like, you know, China Werewolf in America? Why not that? I don't know. I'm just spitballing here and talking shit. Scott Walker, out of Terminator 1 and 2, which one do you think is better? Belong to which one do you think is the best? I love them both. I love them both too, but Terminator 2 is just hands down one of my favorite movies. Like, I still to this day, something about it. It's just great cinema. Great cinema. Terminator 1's good too. I would like to see like now, I almost said something that probably everybody would be like, no, you should never touch it. But think about remaking the original Terminator and making it more horror based like that, you know, and doing it that way with better effects and a new cast and all that kind of stuff. I think that would be kind of interesting. If they kept it the same tone, you know, or, you know, kept it slow and slumber and dark and almost like a horror movie. But you also shouldn't touch it either. It's like, I'm just curious what could be, you know. I just don't know why they're supposed to be doing another Terminator movie. I just heard that. I don't know if Arnold's involved or not, but I think it's time to, like, I know he's always going to be the Terminator, but somewhere down the line we're going to have to pass the torch, you know. I always thought that like maybe The Rock would come into play and play a Terminator, you know, or even like his nemesis, you know, like or like, you know, like Arnold versus The Rock, you know, like he's the bad Terminator. I think that would be cool. Can you imagine seeing The Rock and Arnold like throw blows, man? Do y'all remember the movie The Rundown, where it was like they almost like passed the torch to The Rock in that nightclub near the beginning of the movie? He was just like, good luck or something like that, and it was just kind of like he was just like passing it on to The Rock like he's the new big action star now. And it was like, okay, well, let's do it, you know. But now The Rock just plays like a bunch of his same characters in a bunch of movies. I like him, but I'd like to see The Rock in like a Terminator movie. The movie Constantine, he was Balthazar, something like that. Huh. Okay, I need to rewatch that. Constantine, that'd be a good movie to watch again. I haven't seen that in so long. With your honest opinion, what do you find scary about the stew house? Is it because it is out in the middle of nowhere? Nobody will hear you scream. It's scary because it's out in the middle. No, I don't think that's what's scary about it. Because that's where, when I grew up, my folks, they built a house out in the middle of the woods on some land. There was like hardly anybody around. And so I grew up like that. It was, so I guess I was just kind of used to it, but what is scary about the stew house? I don't really find it scary. I find it intriguing, and I think it's more of like how it's designed, like how there's so many different like corridors and doors, and the way the staircase and the banister goes. Like, it's just a really cool design, and it's a cool place to do a lot of good camera work in. Like, I think they picked a really good house to do stuff like that. But I don't really think it's scary. I think it's cool though. It's intriguing. Woohoo! Jamie is now a mod. Hell yeah, Jamie, Bow, y'all will kick those trolls' asses. I already know. Y'all are great. Zazim says, I'm going to start thinking about mods if I do lives. I wasn't thinking about that. Yeah, it's good to have. Honestly, it really is. It's really good to have, because just like this, like how I'm behind on the chat, they can see something that's coming in before I can, and they'll get to it before, you know, the whole entire chat sees it, or, you know, block them. You know, sometimes I'm behind. So, mods are your best friends. Ain't that right, ladies? Oh yeah. Why do you think the owners of the stew house? Why? What? I don't know what you're asking me there. Who do you think the owners of the stew house, and why? Is that what you're trying to say? I don't know. The Freemans now, Amber Freeman's parents. Destination Station, do you know the name of the song that's playing? The name of the song that is playing is Cold Heart. Yeah, Cold Heart. Do you like it? Or did you like the other one? The other one was called Falling. Jamie Hart says, I love The Quarry, but I'm only about halfway through it. You know what? I never got to the very end. I'm pretty far too. I need to jump back into it. It is good though. It's kind of crazy to see Ted Raimi in there and stuff like that, and then seeing him in real life. It's kind of crazy. Oh, Scott says, why do you think the owners of the stew house wouldn't let them film Scream 5? It's because of money, time, or was it because of COVID-19? I hope they go back down to 7, not a replica of the house. Yeah, it's probably a bunch of things. Like, it's probably cost a lot now because they know what they have. So either they don't want to pay that much it's probably cheaper to just build one than pay them what they're probably asking for. And you got to think about it. It's a money making business too. With the real estate, they're doing Airbnb. They're booked up for like all the time. So that's a lot of. They're probably like, okay, well, you need to pay us to use it, but we're also missing out on all this revenue. While y'all are filming it, so you need to make up for that missed out profit as well. And it probably was just too much. But I would like to see the original house come back. That would be cool. Trish's cousin is getting me the 25th anniversary Scream costume for my birthday this year and getting the voice. That's cool. That's really cool. I need to get a fresh costume too. I got one and I got a mask. but I want to get another one. I feel like I just want to. Every time I see the Scream costume in stores, even though I own it, it's like I want to buy it again. Like I just want to have an extra one. You know, what if I have a partner? I don't know. That's weird, right? Extron's in the house. Dewey. Zim says I'm subscribing immediately to y'all. Hell yeah. Tipsy Chicks. That's a good one. Yeah, I was thinking that, right? Yeah. I kind of like it. Just but y'all do you. Or y'all do y'all. But yeah, Tipsy Chicks. Scott says, do you, Stu's family, pay it off the police to keep him out of prison? So I'm planning to hiding. And do you think Dewey knew Stu is alive? Why did he do it? Protect Sydney for why? Yeah, I always thought that was like interesting. I see what you're saying, Scott. I always thought it was interesting, like if they did keep Dewey alive, like maybe Dewey always knew that Stu was incarcerated somewhere, and maybe Stu had to change his name or something, you know, with the FBI. Hence, here comes Kirby. You know, now that we got the FBI involved now, like going into hiding, like maybe Stu just played the whole Billy did all the work, and I did it for peer pressure, like he said, peer pressure. I'm far too sensitive, you know, and he took no ownership that he actually stabbed anyone, you know, and let Billy take the fall. And maybe, just maybe, that's why the town and everybody only remembers Billy. Maybe that's what it is like Billy this and Billy that, you know, like Billy is the ghost face of Woodsboro. And maybe now Stu is like, you know, what about me? You know? But yeah, I think that would be something really cool to play on. But now, I mean, you could still do it that Gail knows, and just to give Sydney a peace of mind and give her happy ending. She just never told him he was out there under a new name, and he wasn't ever supposed to return to Woodsboro or be so many miles away, you know, like, but just one day he snaps and he comes back, you know. Extron says, I'm pretty excited for Terrifier 3. It was confirmed last week. I'm wondering what they can do for that movie. Yeah, because it was actually confirmed, I think, like as soon as Texas Frightmare was over. Or maybe they did say something there. And I think John Carpenter announced a movie as well while he was there. Oh, yeah, he was saying that The Thing 2. That they were trying to make The Thing 2 happen, which that would be really cool. But yeah, Terrifier 3, I'm not the biggest Terrifier fan. I'm not going to lie. I did like Terrifier 2 more. Terrifier 3 is going to have a lot more budget. So they got a lot more they can do. So it's probably going to get gorier. The setting's probably going to get huge. It's going to be a lot bigger. Terrifier 3 might be the one to put him into more mainstream. You know, Terrifier 2 kind of did it a little bit. But yeah, they're definitely getting better. Damian Leon, he's a good director. I'm not going to lie. He's a cool dude too. Like, just listening to him talk and him making it. It's so cool to talk to people that actually are like living their dreams and made their dreams come true, you know, because I've always wanted to be a filmmaker. I've always wanted to be a director. I used to want to be an actor. I used to take acting lessons. And then I was like, no, I want to make a movie I want to make and have so many great ideas. And I feel like, you know, I can still play a part in one of my movies or something to, like, you know, like directors do, but I want to write and direct. You know, that's what I want to do. And it's so cool to just talk to some of these people that actually has made their dreams come true. It's inspiring. Val, we have a couple of names we're thinking about. Katie has been putting some banners together. It will be just us ladies chatting about all kinds of movies to start off with. Hell yeah. Sounds like a good time. Ladies talking about movies. Just all kinds of movies, or horror movies, or we just, you know, Or are we talking about everything? Are we going to talk about A League of Their Own? Because if you are, I want to be a part of that conversation. There's no crying in baseball. I can't explain how my brain works. I just say random shit. It's the only way to enjoy life to the fullest. Just quoting movies all day and finding humor in everything. And being with your fam. Love y'all. Love y'all. I hope y'all feel the same about me. We just need some girl power here on YouTube. Very, very true. Very true. I think it'll be big, honestly. Do it. I will support y'all 110%. All right. I'll help y'all any way that I can. I think it's gonna be super interesting. It's gonna be so awesome. I would like to know some of the names y'all are coming up with. I'm curious. Can you share those with us? Can you share it with me? Can you share it with the audience? If not, y'all got my contact information. Just send me a message. I'm just curious. But if it's a secret, I respect that. Spicy General... See, I can't even talk. Spicy General Crew. That almost sounded like a... I thought it said chew at first or something. I was like, that sounds like a dish at like Panda Express or something. Spicy General So or something, Sow, whatever the hell that stuff is. Orange chicken. What? I don't know. Oh, Jamie Hart, Chicks on Flicks is my favorite. Although I thought Har Hose was quite funny. That is pretty funny. I wonder if it'll let you create that name, Hose. You might have to put HOO. Like, I don't know. But Chicks on Flicks, yep, I like that. Tipsy Chicks on Flicks. Oh, there you go. Then you gotta say, hey, Destin came up with some of this. I helped y'all. Tipsy Chicks on Flicks. That sounds good, actually. Tipsy Chicks on Flicks. Anyways, not taking credit for anything, I promise. I am super stoked for y'all, and I'm ready to see that. That's gonna be so much fun. Think we decided on Chicks on Flicks. Yes, Destin picked Halloween 2. Hell yeah, I did. Something about it. There's just something about Halloween 2. And the haters that don't like Halloween 2, fuck them, because I like it, and it's a special place in my heart. Maybe it's not the original idea of John Carpenter's vision. They changed a few things, and maybe the hospital is very vacant and everything. But you got to think about the budget of these movies. I don't think back in the day people were really thinking about it. I think over time now, because our audiences have gotten smarter over time. Back then, you got to think about it. Like, people weren't really like examining the movies to that degree, especially not horror movies. It was just a creepy setting, I think that was the intention, was keep it dark, like hardly any people in the hospital, keep it creepy, all that kind of stuff. To me, it worked. But now, looking back, yeah, it probably needed more crews and everything there, more nurses, more doctors, more lighting, all that kind of stuff. I used to work in a hospital. I used to monitor psych patients. Ooh. Probably monitored a few Michael Myerses myself. Never doing that again. I got so many stories from that. I don't know if I could share them here on the channel. Pretty nuts. Maybe I will. But it's getting too late to do it now. Val says Halloween 2 was one of the best sequels out there. Love the direct sequel aspect, and we still got the stalker shape. Yeah, I did too. I really like that too. I wish they would have done Halloween Ends like that. Like at least the beginning, and then we do a time jump. I don't know if y'all remember whenever we were approaching Halloween Ends and I came up with that idea that it'd be so cool to see it from Michael's perspective, getting back up from that ground and taking Tommy on. And then how did he get back to that house and upstairs to kill Karen that quickly? You know? Well, I feel like Halloween Ends could have started off that way, and it showed us from his POV, call back to John Carpenter's 1997, of him ducking and dodging, you know, and going through backyards and maybe killing a cop in the backyard that's checking the perimeter and then coming through the back door, and then him going upstairs and boom, there's Karen, you know, wrong place, wrong time. I think that would have been cool. So, what could have been? Extron says, I saw Evil Dead Rise the other day. It's pretty good. Also gave it a review. Evil Dead Rise was a good comeback. I wonder what they can do with a sequel. I am too. I kind of wanted them to end it a little differently, because I'm like, how the hell did she get from there to where we saw it at the beginning? You know, spoiler alert, you know, I'm not going to give away anything else, but it's just like, I wanted to see a little bit more. I can't see this damn demon driving. That's what I'm saying. You know, like Michael Myers be driving. I can't see a deadite driving from the city to the cabin in the woods, you know. And you see what I'm saying? Or maybe she, I don't know. Val says, Destin, I have to get you on with Marcus and us for the Halloween omnibus. Omnibus. We have been having a blast. Hell yeah, get me on there. Sounds like a good time. Extron, Destin, wasn't Rush Hour 4 confirmed like a year ago? We haven't heard much of it ever since, but I'm excited for Rush Hour 4. Carter and Lee are the best comedy duo. They have talked about that back and forth, but yeah, I think Jackie Chan is for sure involved with Rush Hour 4. Tucker, I don't know, but yeah, they are trying to make it, and I think they finally got Jackie Chan to sign on. But now it's all like, is Chris Tucker coming, or are they gonna have to find another sidekick or something? Because if you really, I think they're a great comedy duo too, and I love Chris Tucker, but Chris Tucker is not the same Chris Tucker that he used to be. He's completely different. If you've seen the movie Air, you've seen any other stuff, you've seen even some of his stand-up, he's just not, he's not that character that much anymore. You know what I mean? And he was almost falling out of that character with Rush Hour 3. You know, he's just a lot older now. He kind of, he's not, I don't feel like he's as quick on the draw on some of the stuff, you know, like, but he's still funny. I feel like you really can't do it without him. I just hope it's good. I hope it's not a cash grab. I just hope it's good. They're doing another Wolfman remake. Tom Hiddleston is going to play Larry Talbot, and Middle Walkman remake. Oh, nice. That's news to me. Hell yeah. Yeah, they are awesome. My dog was very sick a few weeks ago, but now he's a lot better than he was. Happy he's had American Bulldog stabbing across his name. Yeah, awesome, dude. Awesome. That's super cool. I love my pups. I got 2 Yorkies, Max and Lady. I want to get a golden retriever or like a golden doodle. Yeah. Let's see. I like that scene too, Val. I know what scene you're talking about. Oh, they're gonna torture us and then cut off our egg rolls. Cut off our egg rolls. We gotta get the hell out of here. Is that the scene that they were in the semi? Yeah, I think it was. Dominic says, I start streaming more on my YouTube, talking about stuff. Awesome, Dom. Hell yeah. Subscribe to Dom if you haven't done so already. Same thing with Jamie. Same thing with their podcast that they're coming out with, Val and everybody. We're going to be looking for that. And I'm definitely going to promote it here on this channel. But Dom, hell yeah, dude. That's awesome. I've been seeing some of those things you're making, man. I like what you're doing, man. You got some good content. Val says hashtag digital bounces. Oh yeah, kicking trolls' asses one stream at a time. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. I'm gonna go probably for another 10-15 minutes, and then I'm probably gonna call it a night, everybody. Just kind of thought I would wing it a little bit tonight, just kind of, touch base with y'all, play some catch up, talk about some stuff. It's been a good night. It's been a real good night. But my daughter has started working at a movie theater near AMC theater near our house, and I have to even though it's summer break for them and everything, and it's like my off day, I still have to get up early because I got to take her to work, and I'm just like, oh, Dad never gets a break. But you know how it is, especially if you got kids and stuff. You know what it is. Jamie says, "Yay, I'm a digital bouncer." That you are. Hell yeah. And one hell of a one, too. One hell of a... I don't know what I just said. I think I'm just getting tired a little bit. At this music, too. It's kind of like putting you in the zone. And it's just kind of like chilling. Extron, Val, do you understand? Where's that coming out of my mouth? Can't nobody understand the words that are coming out of your mouth. My daddy... I love that scene in Rush Hour where he's like, my daddy saved 5 crackheads from burning building by himself. My daddy catch a bullet with his bare hands. Or something like that. My daddy kicked your daddy's ass. Hey, don't you be talking about my daddy. Oh, that was just gold. I think they should stop making Star Wars movies because they're not as good as they used to be, and they're running out of ideas. I think they should make more Jurassic Park movies. I think Jurassic Park is doing the same thing, man. But I think they just said that Rey's coming back. They're making another Star Wars movie. They're bringing Rey back. So yeah. Destination Station, yes, both songs are good. Awesome. Hell yeah. Glad you like them. Billy took all the credit. Scott says, when I get my money, I'm going to build my own version of the stew house one of these days. What do you think about this? Hell yeah. You better have some money, or get financed. Have a good loan from the bank. Because I'm pretty sure this day and age, it's expensive. It is expensive. Real estate is expensive right now. Extron says, I definitely think Art the Clown is a horror icon. He's beyond brutal. Yeah, he definitely is. He's definitely brutal as hell. I'm just like, honestly, like me, I'm not the biggest gore whore, like I know a lot of people, they want more gore and that kind of stuff. I love killing, but there's a certain style to it that I like. Like Final Destination. It wasn't like gory, but it was like really inventive kills. Scream had some mainly stabs. I can handle stabs and stuff, and Halloween. And Friday the 13th had some, unique kills and stuff like that. Urban Legend, I Know What You Did Last Summer, Still Know What You Did Last Summer, all this kind of stuff. I can handle stuff like that, but when it gets like really, really gory, something about it just kind of like, yeah, it's all practical effects and it's so good and blah, 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 blah. But sometimes you can go too practical as well. It's like, you don't have to see it all, like, I don't know. It's a very fine line, but the only way I can describe the way I like my horror movies is I like a little class with my trash. I always say that. I like a little class with my trash when it comes to horror movies. It can't all just be trash, like it can't just be naked girls and gore, like I need something more. I need story. I need a payoff. I need cool kills. I need creative stuff. I need scares. I need suspense. That's one thing that I need in my movies is I need suspense. I love the dread more than I like the gore. You follow me? But I appreciate your opinion. And you're right. He is brutal. And a lot of people do like that shit. And I do to an extent. Just I don't feel like that should be all that you have to have a good horror movie. Am I making any sense whatsoever, or am I just rambling? I'll shut up. Zazim says, I consider the Terrifier 1 Tom watches. Yeah. Scott said, I think it might make more sense if we go to the actual stew house for Scream 7, not a replica of the house. Yeah, I do too. It would be great. I've always said that, like, Scream 7, if they want to mirror Scream 3 at all, it's got to be playing some type of Hollywood, you know? And they said that, you know, Hollywood is not... There's two ways they could go about it. Horror movies and remakes and reboots isn't the thing anymore. They could still be doing the requel thing, and I always said that they could make a requel to the original Stab. So all the other sequels suck, just like Richie said and everybody else was saying, and they make a direct sequel to Stab, but they're filming it in the town of Woodsboro. So we got Hollywood in Woodsboro. So we got that meta of Scream 3. But that voice changer has to make a return as well, at least for one kill or something, you know. I would like for it to be throughout the movie. I think that would be kind of cool, and it be utilized in different ways. Like, you know, some people have said, like, using Dewey's voice to taunt Gale. That would be really sick. That'd be a bad, and that's a way for Dewey or David Arquette to reprise his role. He's doing it in a voice way, you know. That'd be kind of cool. I would like to see a flashback with Dewey though, like saving Kirby from Scream 4, like he discovered her bleeding out on the floor. But I don't know. Anyways, they could go that way with Scream 7, having Hollywood filming the direct sequel to Stab 1, like a requel, but they're bringing Hollywood to Woodsboro. We get the stew house back, but I want to see other familiar places, like the Casey Becker house, you know, or maybe they're just remaking Stab, you know, and that's why it's in Woodsboro. That would make sense too, right? Because if they were doing a direct sequel to Stab 1, then they would be in Windsor College or something like that, but they could take it in a different direction. They could do whatever they really wanted. But I think that would be a cool concept. But there was a moment in Scream 6 that they where Gale was saying that, you know, it's all about true documentary crimes and all that kind of stuff. Maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe we got a true documentary crew down in Woodsboro trying to come to all our characters and go to these locations to get to talk and make this documentary, and there are new victims, you know. And then we got our main cast on the side trying to say, hey, hold on, let me accompany you. Yeah, I can take you there. You know, think about this. Like they come to Woodsboro and they're trying to do this documentary thing, kind of like those podcasters were in Halloween 2018. But this is like a group of, you know, like film students or whatever trying to make this doc, and they come knocking on people's doors, and some of them don't want to talk to them, and some of them slam the door in their face, and some of them, you know, are main characters, like Sam doesn't want to have anything to do with it, and then like Mindy and Chad are kind of like, yeah, I might, hold on, I don't want you going over there without me, and then they're getting some insight, teaching them about it, and then Ghostface ensues, you know. And then come to find out, somebody in the documentary crew is one of the killers because they want infamy or whatever, you know. I don't know, just some ideas. I've thought about it a lot. What do y'all think? Where do y'all want to see Scream 7 take place? And how do you want it to take place? Do you want it to mirror Scream 3? Could our crew be like, oh, no, we're out of here. We're going to the Bahamas. Like, I still know you did last summer. And then come to find out, Sydney's there too. And it's like, oh, this was all just a setup, you know? I don't know. I don't know. My brain just gets to just brainstorming and just thinking of things that they could do. I just hope it's good. Keep the quality. And I want to be surprised by the killers. And when the killers are revealed, please make them menacing. Quit making them cartoon characters. It's like everything is so good all the way up until the reveal, and then it's like, well, now we're in a different movie. Like it just kind of got goofy or just overacted a little bit. Let's see here. Got about 5 more minutes to hang out with Des. Let's see if I do skip over some of y'all's comments because we are getting to the end, and I kind of want to just kind of get to some really good questions. Mostly horror movies. We'll do other movies too. Okay, I think we're going to talk about all genre. All right, that's cool. Hell yeah. Yeah, I think that's a great idea, ladies. I think that's going to be awesome. Looking forward to it. Thanks for that, Dom. Hell yeah. Let's see here. I love Halloween 2. Whoa, it did that thing again. Jamie Horse says, I want to see a Deadite driving to the city. That sounds absolutely amazing. What if it's just like running over people? Like, it's just like running over the dog, or, you know, no, don't kill the dog. You know, running over an asshole. what like in the what was that in Guardians of the Galaxy, the last one? It was like, he's like, we're gonna kill Drax says, we're gonna kill everyone in our sights. And he's like, no, we're not gonna kill anyone. We'll kill a couple people. We'll kill a few people. No, we're not gonna kill anyone. We'll kill one dumb guy. One dumb guy that no one cares about. Thought that was funny. Tucker doesn't have that energy. Yeah, he's got a he's matured a lot, you know, and kind of chilled out. He's made his money. He's good. He's looking for more Oscar movies. That's what he's trying to get into. I think a Deadite could drive. I mean, the Deadite could have just left the body and just floated to the city. Yeah. Tucker's energy in the 90s was something else. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it really was. Dogs are awesome. Hell yeah. Bride of Chucky is one of my favorites. I love that movie. Had a lot of good times. That was one of those movies I could watch over and over. It was like a perfect blend of like horror and comedy. Val, I'm so happy to see you back, Des. Val, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm happy to be back, and that means a lot that you keep saying that. Like it really does. I really appreciate that. Y'all are the reason why I do this. You know, I mean, yes, it's very therapeutic. I love talking to y'all. I love talking about movies and horror. But when we all share the same passion about something, it's just something else. And I've grown to love y'all, and y'all are part of my life now. Y'all are my family. Like some of y'all are very, very close, you know, to me, and y'all check up on me all the time. And I just don't ever think that I take any of y'all for granted, because I love y'all, and I'm happy to be back. I really am. I knew something was missing out of my life. Had to get back to what I do, what Des does best. Des, and those are good impressions. Oh, which one? Did I do some impressions? Maybe. I'm always doing something goofy. That's just me. I just do me. I don't know. Destin, Halloween, H2O, Michael Myers, or Jason Lives? Jason who wins in a fight? Halloween, H2O, Myers, or Jason Lives? Ooh. Jason Lives. I have to give it to that one. Even though I love H2O. I will defend that movie for every day. But Myers didn't really kill a whole lot of people in H2O. You know? Like, I mean, he was still good, but Jason Lives, that was a good Jason. So, yeah. Plus, isn't that when he becomes like a zombie Jason or whatever, a Frankenstein Jason? So it's like, yeah, he would have to win. Jamie says, I wanted to like Art the Clown and Terrifier movies more than I do. I'm not into the gore for the sake of gore. I need substance. Absolutely agree, Jamie. We think alike. I like the way you think. Yeah, that's how I feel too. 2 was better than 1, but yeah, it's got to be more than that. I got to have more than just shock value. It's kind of like, it's kind of like, what if you watched American Pie and everybody was like, oh, all this, the nudity and the sex is so shocking and it's so revealing and all this kind of stuff. But no, the movie actually had heart and it had some really good, funny comedy stuff. It had some substance to it. There was a story behind it, and it was a coming of age type of movie. It was funny. And that's what makes that movie funny, not the not all the just shock value stuff that they did. That's just on a different level. Instead of horror, it's comedy. Same thing with action. Like action movies, I love good action scenes, but I don't need to see gore. I mean, every now and then it's kind of cool to see some blood splatter and but I'm more like the hand-to-hand struggle. I like the hand-to-hand combat. I like to see the fighting go down. That's what I kind of like. I don't want to just see someone get tortured. Just not digging it. But I appreciate it. I respect it. And I respect the ones that do like it. I'm not a hater over here, so I'm just trying to say what I'm trying to say when I'm trying to say it. Extron says, I think Terrifier 2 had more story and character arc than the first Terrifier did. Terrifier 2 had more brutal kills, but it still had more story and character. Yeah, they had a lot. It was a long running time. It was like 2 hours and 22 minutes or something like that. You get your money's worth, that's for sure. I remember going to the theaters to watch it. The theater was packed, and it was only a couple days in my theater near me. So I was glad to see it, and I was just kind of like, but I definitely had to have some drinks while watching it. I was like, man, this is crazy. Jamie, I haven't seen the second one yet. I'm sure one day yeah, check it out, Jamie. Check it out. I think you'll appreciate it more. Felissa Rose is in it too, from Sleepaway Camp. She's in there. I like the leading girl in it, the final girl, really good. I even like her little brother. Her little brother was pretty well actor. But yeah, she kicked ass as a final girl. I think she really is the one that made that movie. Same thing with Art the Clown, but it was just, it was cool to see. I like the finale. Let's just say that. Yeah, that's what I was saying too, Val. Yep. In part 2, Scream 7, there's going to be a lot of clues pointing to Stu being alive. Do you think he'll be at the end of the movie, or do you think he'll be in the whole movie? I don't want him through the whole movie. I want him being revealed at the end. I don't think he's needed throughout the entire movie, because I think that would make it distracting from what everything else is going on. It would almost change the tone of a Scream movie a little bit, But yeah, I would like for him to just walk out, take off the ghost face mask, and it's him. Dreaming Insomniac said he was traumatized by the original Terrifier. Oh, damn. I don't even think I made it through the entire first Terrifier. I just couldn't do it. I was just kind of like, everyone's like, yeah, it's supposed to look like a cheesy 80s movie. I was like, I think that's just an excuse because it looks like shit. It's just low budget. Let's just say what it is. But they're saying it looks like this is what they were going for because that's the only budget they had. Like, I get it. I get it. I'm just glad that these movies are getting more of a budget. And I like Terrifier 2 more. And with Terrifier 3 getting like so much more of a budget, I think what was it? Was it Terrifier 2 was made on like $100,000, and that was pretty impressive. And now I think they're getting like a couple million maybe or something to make the next one. So that's a lot more. So it's probably gonna get a lot crazier. Scream 7 in the snow. Yeah, I like that idea. I've always wanted to see a Friday the 13th movie in the snow. Like Camp Crystal Lake, like frozen over. That'd be cool, right? Jamie says, I can't handle it. It's too brutal and mean-spirited. I don't think I'm going to like it. Yeah, just be prepared going into it. I think that you might like it a little bit more than, or you would like it more than one. It does have room to breathe a little bit more, and I think the main girl, who is the final girl or whatever, I think she's really good in it. But it definitely is mean-spirited. You gotta draw the line somewhere. Scott says, in Scream 6, did you see any evidence pointing to Stu being alive or dead? Other than them talking about that, if you believe that he's dead, whenever Mindy was talking about it, and Kirby, I don't know, but they're still like toying with it, so they're leaving that question mark up in the air. So, but then they throw the TV on Ethan's head at the end, and if that killed Ethan, then that means that they're trying to say that Stu's dead too. Or did maybe Ethan survive too? Maybe Ethan will be in the next one, and maybe he'll be incarcerated. He's just jacked up. Dominic says, I'd like to see them go to Atlanta. That's interesting. Let them go to good old Mississippi. Out on the campgrounds. Out in the woods. At a campsite. Or something. Bring them to Texas. Dallas. Yeah, Screaming Dallas. Man, if they made Screaming Dallas, I'd be over there every day. The Bailey person turned into a Joker-like character at the end of Scream 6. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, we're going to have to close it up here soon. We're a little after midnight. Des is getting tired. Really don't want to leave y'all, though. I'm going to miss y'all. I do want to do like more streams throughout the week, like maybe some morning streams before I go to work. I don't go to work till like 10 a.m. Then I get off at 7 p.m. So maybe after work or before work. Y'all want morning streams, or y'all want like 8, 9 o'clock streams maybe a couple times throughout the week? Let me know. Maybe I could do a morning stream and a night stream. I don't know. I haven't given too much thought about it yet, but it is an idea, and it's something I can manage. Val says, don't forget to hit that like button. Please make sure to leave a comment in the comment section. It really helps Des get back to the top of the YouTube algorithm. Thank you, Val. Yes, what she said. Hashtag Digital Bouncer has spoken. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Yes. Yes, if you're just passing through, or, you're just hopping in now, smash that like button before you head out, please. It really, I need all the help I can get. I need to get this thing revved up again. So, hell yeah. Hard Tories in the house. Hey, fam, sorry I'm late to the party. Oh, you're good. You are good. We are getting ready to wrap it up, but this will go on replay mode, and you can go back and watch the rest of it. And we will be doing more on Friday nights, 10 p.m. Central. So, be there for the next one for sure. Zazim says, Jason lives. Yeah, he'd win. And man, part 6 is terrifying. That scene when he's just outside the cabin following behind the counselor. Nightmare. Yeah, that is pretty cool. Estron says, I meant which version of Jason or Michael would win. H2O Michael or Jason Lives Jason. Yeah. I think Jason Lives Jason. Yeah, I think so. Yep. Jason still. Jamie says, I'll give it a shot. Maybe I'll make it part of my Halloween season reviews. Yeah, do that. Yeah. Do a watch party or something. Melissa Rose showed up and then left. Yeah, for sure. I would have liked to see her more in the movie. My dog totally destroyed my ghost face mask. Damn. Yeah, I think it's about time, y'all. I really don't want to go, but I need to. It's after midnight, and I am sleepy, and I got to get up early and take my daughter to work. So, I have really loved being here tonight. You know, this is just the first of many. We're gonna get back to it. We're gonna get back to the regular. Sorry I've been away for so long, and thank y'all for being patient, and thank you for having a good show out tonight. Like I really didn't think that many people were gonna show up tonight, and so this is very this is really special to me. It really is. It makes me want to do more. It makes me not even want to leave right now, but I know what's best for me. But I do love all of y'all, and thank y'all so much. I really appreciate y'all showing up, and we'll get on more topics. Also, don't forget to go check out that Robert Englund story that's on Screenbox. It's on YouTube. Screenbox is like a subscription on YouTube that you can watch. I think you can get like a 7-day free trial. Check it out. It's a lot of cool stuff with Robert. I am going to be dropping a review on it by the end of the weekend. So yeah. And I got some other reviews I gotta pop out. that sounded weird. It sounded weird when I said it out loud. Anyways, love you all. Ladies, moderators, #digital bounces. Y'all have a good night. The chat, love you all. I'll see y'all on the next one. But you know what they always say. Something they shouldn't say.
I'll be right back.
I love y'all. All right, y'all have a good night. Get some rest. See you later, or I'll see you on another